Yes, my lady?
I haven't had the opportunity to thank you. Had you not been so alert...
I merely did my duty, Your
Modest as ever. Yet once the war is over...
My lady, the one reward I desire is...
Other matters await my attention.
As you wish, my lady.
Hey-ho, how's my fave...
Ever have regret?
For what?
Oh, I don't know. Killing innocents, perhaps?
I've always warned them. Won't touch a hair on your heads, provided you don't resist. So, see? Besides, innocence? Please, Maeve. We both know those to be mythic.
So there's always call for murder.
That's right. Dead right. You need but...
It's time I attended to...
Yes, Your Grace?
Reynard, you fought in the first...
Yes, Your Grace. Though, as a mere captain...
Were they equally cruel? Did they scorch...
No, Your Grace. They fought with honor in them.
So...
It's said Emperor Emir var Emrys's heart hardened over the years. He's grown crueler, more ruthless. His soldiers' zeal for violence has followed...
But you don't say that.
No, Your Grace.
To your mind, why do they now despise us as they war again?
'Tis ever easier to loathe those you know. Before the first war, they knew nothing about us. Then they saw they'd the better weapons, larger cities, superior craft. But in our towns, waste flowed through the streets in open gutters, and they concluded we weren't their equals. It's far easier to kill when one holds such a belief.
It's time I attend.
Hidden among brambles, Maeve watched the Nilfgaardian sentries atop the palisade. In full gear, alert in stance, they looked sharp and ready to defend the stronghold.
Blast!
Maeve hissed, for she now knew Red Lobinden would not fall by surprise. A siege would be needed, but it would slow her advance. Yet there was naught she could do, as this was her one road to Angren and to Caldwell. Reynard wiped the sweat from his brow, donned his helmet, and dropped his visor with a tap.
On your command, Your Majesty.
Very well. We mustn't delay. Reynard, our plan of attack. Armored infantry to lead and take the first salvo upon their breast, scaling ladders to follow. Afterwards...
Masterful. Truly masterful.
Interrupted Gascon.
Yet, despite the mastery, fit to be improved.
How, namely?
Hold back your force. Lie in waiting.
And how do you aim to achieve this?
Asked Reynard.
Knock and claim to be a trinket peddler, I suppose. Or perhaps one of Lebioda's devout disciples.
Must you know every last detail? Where's the fun in that, sir?
There's none in warfare. Never.
Seethed Reynard.
For war is no farce. Your Majesty, he stands no chance. Not the slightest.
None at all, I concur. Yet his eagerness intrigues.
Reynard did not approve of Maeve's decision, this was clear. Yet he dared not undermine it. The Queen's blessing now his, Gascon assembled a small force and set off, straight for the stronghold gate.
Lambs to the slaughter,
Muttered Reynard, shaking his head.
my queen. It's not...
Already at the gate, Gascon lifted his arm in a gesture of peace, then merrily bantered a bit with the guards. A moment later, the gates jerked into motion.
But how?
No matter. The gate stands open. We must attack.
Maeve raced off towards the fortress without even glancing back.
strays have come to play! Armor won't say.
Left, right, left, right.
Scoia'tael! Attack! My pain serves a purpose.
There's a time to reap, a time to sow, and a time to die.
Company! Forward march!
Doubt I'll ever pay off these school loans.
What the hell, mate, you've got a pot turned over? A dram of brew, a bit of soldering, a rivet or two, and it's good as new.
Catch!
Order will triumph! It must triumph! Should have listened to me, old lady. Praise be to the great sun!
You must sweat like a swine in that jacket.
My boots got sand aplenty in them.
Any gloire.
One Red Lobinden for you, milady. Compliments of the house.
Gascon seemed a fiend as he fought his way to the keep, then single-handedly killed the commander. Suddenly leaderless, the Nilfgaardians laid down...
My, Gascon.
Pleasantly so.
Don't fish for compliments, it doesn't suit you. Besides, you know you deserve both medal and...
I shall hold you to it.
In due course. But I must know how.
What? Come, my del...
Oh, I see. Not one to
Unremarkable, as I see it. I'd hold my tongue too, were my conscience thus burdened.
I've done naught to hide my shameful past, friend. I was a brigand, indeed.
Do not dare take me for a fool. You know...
Yet I don't. Reynard, what is...
Your Grace, in Mahakam, the Nilfgaardian letter we managed, consider your offer accepted. Direct Meve and her force to the agreed site. We await their arrival. Your reward 'twas Gascon who told us Caldwell had received Angren to rule. 'Twas Gascon who suggested we ride for Lobinden. Here, the Blackclads willingly opened the gate, for...
I don't...
Deny it, Gascon. Go on. Do you require any more proof? What do they promise you? Amnesty?
Both. I knew Nilfgaard wouldn't parley with me as a matter of course. To be treated seriously, I needed something they valued. A stroke of luck, it was, the chance to free you from Caldwell's grip. 'Twas in Edern that we first spoke. Then came to an understanding after Rosberg.
Why do I still live then? Why not snatch me under Knight's mantle? Drag me to Red...
Meve. I sought to sell you out, I did, and aimed to gain by it. Yet in Edern, I swore then I wouldn't follow the terms of the accord I'd made. Instead, I'd let you into the fort, and make damn sure the Commandant couldn't reveal the truth. Alas, seems...
Flattery will get you knout. You, sir.
Oh, please, friend. You appear to me a pot that calls the kettle black.
Reynard?
I've no notion, your Grace.
Truly. Ha. And I had you pegged for... Come now, Reynard. Who sent secret missives to Willem? Go on.
What?
His Highness guest chambers in Mahakam. One of my lads snuck in. Found a letter bearing the signature of one...
Reynard, I beg you. Say it's not so. Tell me it's...
Your Grace. I'd hoped His Highness and you would reconcile. To see son stand against mother rent my heart.
Behind my back.
Your Majesty, I sought merely to push the youth to see reason.
So say you now. Yet I can't know what was in the letters. I can't know what pacts you made. And alas, I can no longer take you...
I'm not alone in having deceived. Yet I am in
Meve felt a tempest rise inside her. Yet she could not release it lest it cloud her view. She would solve the problem, strike it from her mind, and
Drawn and quartered I should have you both. Yet in truth, I cannot do without your aid. Now more than ever.
Your Grace, perhaps made with doubt, but 'tis the right decision. I shall...
Reynard and I rarely see eye to eye.
Oh, shut your damn traps. And I believe you're needed in the wagon train.
the Queen's wish was clear and fierce. Gascon on Reynard's.
From the palisade's rampart, Meve gazed out over the marshlands across the Iruga. The Queen sighed deeply. She expected great challenges in Angren. She had also expected, even hoped, to find the one traitor in her midst. But two, and both her close aides-de-camp. She felt a weight upon her heart now.
Blast it all.
She muttered.
Not the first dagger I've taken in the back. Likely not the last either. Yet to pity my lot will help not at all.
From the captive Nilfgaardians, Meve learned Caldwell was at Tuzla Castle, in Angren's very heart. A small detachment would remain at Red Lobinden, while the Queen with the rest of her force set off to face the treachery.
Mom, I must speak to you when you find a free moment. I'm pleased to see you again, Mom.
You wish to speak with me?
Yes, Mom. I've given thought to certain matters. The time's come to explain and reveal my decisions. I've not been entirely honest. You're brave, wise, and above all, you've a good heart. And thus you're unlike any other ruler I've ever met, had dealings with.
Isabel, what is it you wish to say?
I told you of Sintra and Sodden. Do you recall? It's true.
What?
My name is Isbel ep Muirmos, of Nilfgaard. I wish I could say I am from a conquered province. I wish I had that luxury. But no, I hate...
My, I'd certainly...
I went straight from the academy to the army, as mages do in Nilfgaard. Yet I truly believed our aim to be to build a better world. With our help, the mages, the Emperor conquered realm after realm, right up to the Amal. Yet he was not sated, and turned his greedy eyes to the north. But the north stood and faced him. I'll never forget the bloodbath he wrought in Sintra. It was unspeakable.
He sought to intimidate us. He united us.
Indeed. At Sodden, when chaos engulfed the Imperial army. And I did just that. I never sought thereafter to rejoin my countrymen or return to my home. Instead, yet I cannot stand idle as the Emperor perpetrates.
All deserve a second chance. Yet from now on, there are to be no more...
Certainly. I thank you.
Good. Oh, and Isbel, this must stay between us alone. For your own sake.
I appreciate the concern, Mom, but you needn't worry about me. I've lived for some time in the north.
The city of the Golden Towers. Don't think I know any soul who's seen it with...
Did you know many common folk believe they're made of real gold, the towers? Yet they're named for how the southern... My family lived in the capital long before Nilfgaard was ever an empire. The city is of great beauty, was always a source of... When I was but a lass, my father would take me to the grand amphitheater to watch the gladiators fight. A daughter of Nilfgaard should grow accustomed to the sight of blood, he said. For to conquer the world was our...
Dreadful. You must have...
At the time, I saw nothing wrong in it. I admired the gladiators for their bravery, skill, finesse.
Duty calls.
Of course. Should you...
Savarut.